Big ups mine, we are mine. You God, cause I'm that. I woke up in Chris Brown's body. So how this turned into Freaky Friday. But we got no choice but to turn this sideways. I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday. I'm in Chris Brown's body. I drive his Ferrari and I'm like skin black.
I woke up and I'm Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky? This shit is real weak. I was staying perched up on his like that. Walking down the street and ain't nobody know my name. Whoa. Ain't no paparazzi flashing pictures, this is great. Whoa. Ain't nobody judging cause I'm black or my controversial past. I'ma go and see a movie and relax. Hey, I'm a blood, but I can finally wear blue. Cool. Why's his mama calling all the time? Leave me the f alone. Wait, if I'm in Diggy Body, Breezy is who? Hope my daughter's in school. If I was Chris Brown, where would I be? What would I do?
I woke up in Chris Brown's body. So how this turned into Freaky Friday. But we got no choice but to turn this sideways. I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday. I'm in Chris Brown's body. I look at myself with the light. It's my dream.
If I was Little Diggy in my body, where would I be? I'm trying to find myself like an introspective monk.
I'm balling on the court, oh my God, I can dunk. Snap a flick of my jump.
My is trending on Twitter. Now I'm at the club, I talk my way into getting in. I look up in the VIP, my goodness, there I am. I signal to him, let me in, but he won't let me in.
I don't know who that is.
Wait, who the f you think he is? Took a glass bottle, shatter it on the bouncer's head. Walk up to that mother.
Wait, think it through for a sec. If you hurt me, then you only hurting yourself.
But wait, I love myself.
That was the key, now it's switching back. I woke up in Chris Brown's body. So how this turned into Freaky Friday. But we got no choice but to turn this sideways. I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday.
Wait, what the?
And now I'm in Ed Sheeran's body. It's way less cool than being Chris Brown was.
What the f again?
I'm DJ Khaled. Why am I yelling?
Hey, new freeze. You know what it was when you synced up? That way. Yeah, that my foreign in the visa. I don't need her. Pull a drop top with an eater. Two-seater. New my AP. New freezer. I woke up thinking about bands. Hop over jet to a check when I land. My two foreign in the visa. I don't need her. Pull a drop top with an eater. Two-seater. New my AP. New freezer. I woke up thinking about bands. Hop over jet to a check when I land. Ooh, money way.
afternoon, Stars. Today's Monday, April 16th. Let's check today's headlines.
We'll have the latest on the deadly prison riot.
Have you always wanted to be an ant mentor?
And today's temperatures are near the average for January. We'll tell you when it will warm up.
Thanks for joining us, Stars. I'm Star Luna.
And I'm Nate Sparks. And now it's time for the question of the day. The question is, What's the name of the moon on the popular kids show Bear in the Big Blue House?
Email radiotv at wb.rtv and Outlook if you think you know the answer.
Welcome to the Blue House.
Hello from the small mouse.
Things to do.
Fun for you.
Howdy from the big bear. Want some fun?
Here's where.
Just for you.
All is new in the House of Blue. Lots of room at our house.
In our top story, a prison in South Carolina suffered a riot that left 7 inmates dead and 17 severely injured. The riot lasted more than 7 hours before authorities gained control of the Lee Correctional Institution. Most of the inmates were stabbed or slashed with the homemade knives. This is the latest violence in the South Carolina prison system, where 20 inmates have died since the start of 2017.
Prom is just around the corner for Weston Boone, and our very own Dylan Byrne joined us live with more information.
All right, thanks, Nate. So I'm here with Lucy Maddox to talk about prom. So, Lucy, when and where will tickets be sold?
B&C lunch,
All right, and how much are they?
$40
All right, and how long until you have to buy them?
till Friday or 4:20.
All right, and if you're bringing someone from another school, how soon should I have a form in?
You have to turn them in like right before you buy your ticket, so as soon as possible.
All right, thank you. Now back to start.
For any sophomores or juniors interested in being an aunt mentor for next year, see Mrs. Walden or Miss Martin for an application. They meet in the mornings to plan, and then the lessons are carried out during homeroom. If you enjoy people and desire to help, consider applying. Applications are due to Miss Martin and Mrs. Walden by 3 p.m. on Friday, April 20th. We'll be back with weather after this quick break.
I just got a new Porsche. Rocket got a Rari, that's a new horse. Smoke up like a new port. Yeah. Hey, yeah, what's your network? Yeah. Boy, what's your network? Diamonds round my neck like what my net worth. Bust down. My wrist is bust down, it's bust down. Get my Apple Watch bust down, it's bust down, yeah. The bust down, she bust down. I don't get too down, no. This is how you live when you poppin'. Probably know you suckers had no option. You know that that's a nobody. Ain't nobody, ain't nobody. Swear it ain't no hump in my body. Tat it up, won't see all of
All right, as you can see, it is very cloudy out and still kind of chilly. On to our current conditions. Okay, onto our radar. As you can see, it's very snowy out. We do have some ice and rain coming on our way. That is going to clear up a little later on this week, but we'll get into that in a minute. On to our current conditions. Okay. As you can see, it's currently 33 degrees out with cloudy skies. The wind is coming out of the south at 14 miles per hour, and we have 0 inches of daily rain here at the studio. On our service map, as you can see, we've got some low pressure systems throughout the northeast and the northwest, with some high pressure systems kind of throughout the Midwest. We are expecting a warm front to come in, but it is going to be very brief, soon to be followed by a cold front. On to our extended forecast. Tuesday, we should be seeing a high of 49 and a low of 33 with mostly cloudy skies. Wednesday, we should be seeing a high of 60 and a low of 34 with mostly cloudy skies. And Thursday, we should be seeing a high of 47 and a low of 31 with cloudy skies. We'll be back with sports after this quick break.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I like to do it, you know what I'm saying? My real name is Dexter. I got a lot of more diamonds too. I just got new diamonds, by the way. Oh, whoa. Dexter. Ooh, baby girl, what you doing with your man? I just popped a 50,000 in Japan. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no plan, baby. You did it. Dexter. Ooh, wait. Baby girl, what you doing with your man? I just popped a 50,000 in Japan. I ain't doing no plan. These red bottoms on no Vans. And she telling all her friends I might put them on the ground. Hey, baby girl, what you doing with your man? I just popped a 50,000 in Japan. I ain't doing no plan.
And now Colin joins us with sports.
Thanks, Nate. In sports, the varsity baseball game previously scheduled for today at University has been canceled. The makeup date is to be determined. Also on Thursday, the baseball team took on Lebanon, and the game ended in 5 innings with a final score of Lebanon 10 to Western Boone 0. And last but not least, the Indiana Pacers traveled to Cleveland, Ohio to take on LeBron James and the Cavaliers. The Pacers led the whole game and came out with the win to give James his first loss in the first round of the playoffs since 2012. Both teams will play Game 2 on Wednesday at Cleveland. That's all for sports. Now back to Star and Nate for the answer to the question of the day.
Thanks, Colin. And now for the answer to the question of the day. What's the name of the moon in the popular kids show Bear in the Big Blue House?
If you answered Luna, you are correct. The classes who answered correctly are Mrs. Acton, Mrs. Alexander, Mr. Brunty, Mr. Cullen, Mrs. Foxworthy, Miss Gregerson, Mrs. Lurch,
Miss Martin, Miss Owens, Mr. Smith, Mrs. Walden, Mrs. Walker, Kaden Bennington, Sydney Mitchell, and Jordan Higgins. That's all for today's broadcast. Thanks for joining us, Stars. I'm Star Luna.
and I'm Nate Sparks. Thanks for watching and have a great week.
All in my lap because he don't wanna roll it. I was sliding in the lamb with the power glide. Slime green paint, peanut butter inside. She wanna speak up, coming out of clothes. I'm in Wonderland when she coming down the pole, and I don't care if she take all